but I feel a little bit unlucky. In the course of the Rumble, I tore my right tricep, and as much as I tried and I asked, maybe I can just tape it. You know, maybe I can make it to Elimination Chamber, and I can try to win that, and I can get my main event at WrestleMania. But it's just not in the cards, and I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me.
Just when hell froze over, it bit back. The Hellscapers claimed another body. Injured in his runner-up performance at the Royal Rumble, the WrestleMania match we sought has passed us by. It's revealed that Punk will miss anywhere between 4 to 6 months from his injury. But with how he was left the last time he was on Raw, he'll be damned to miss that time. But guess what? He's still gonna miss some time. WrestleMania has come and gone and the landscape has changed significantly on Raw. For now though, we have a number 1 contender match. Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn are beating lumps out of each other in our Raw main event. In fact, Drew may have this one closed up already. He's counted down the Claymore. Could it be? Already? McIntyre's in total shock. He's looking around for Punk, but there's nothing except a helluva kick coming his way. Zayn covers, and he's the number 1 contender to the world title. A hellish ghost from McIntyre's past has cost him a shot at the crown. Notice how I keep saying hell? Yeah, keep that word in the back of your mind for a while. It'll all make sense soon. For now though, McIntyre is livid. He's ripping apart everything in sight and makes the call out to Punk. If you're not on Raw next week, I'll make sure that your few precious friends in the business will know who to blame. There's a threat, and next week, he starts quickly. One down before the show even starts, and he keeps going. As the show rolls on, more bodies fall. Xavier Woods makes a charge to the ring, even setting up an impromptu match with the Scottish psychopath. It doesn't take long for McIntyre to get the upper hand, and eventually, down goes Woods. A trail of bodies laid out by Drew, but what about Punk? Nowhere to be seen. I don't know why you're disappointed. You chanted for almost a decade and he never showed up. Anyway, Drew said he wants his friends to know who's to blame, and he's going overboard, ripping apart the outside until the concrete floor is revealed. If there's a time to make the save, now's the time. But there's no preventing the inevitable. I told you, it's on you. McIntyre sits by and idly watches Woods being taken out, but he's going overboard on his statement. For better or for worse, Monday Night Raw needs CM Punk, but maybe Drew McIntyre needs him more. The following week, an interview is held between Byron Saxton and McIntyre himself. Saxton is looking to get to the bottom of it all, not only the long-standing anguish within Drew, but why he continues to assault people in an attempt to call Punk out, knowing especially that Punk is still sidelined with an injury. Drew laments the stupidity of Saxton's questions, claiming that it was obvious for the world to see. Punk told those backstage deliberately to screw him out of the world title shot. Why? Because he can. Because he's CM Punk. He can do just about whatever he wants to, and no one will dare step on his toes. They're too afraid to be on the end of a middle-aged male Karen and his constant whining. They just want to kiss the boots of the man who, may I remind you, walked out on the very same people and company 10 years ago. Okay, that male Karen line had some oomph to it. It's clear that Drew doesn't want this interview continuing on much longer until Byron asks one question that he can't deny answering. What makes you hate CM Punk? Open the floodgates in Drew's head. After taking a moment's breather, all his answers are laid out. 10 years ago, I was let go from the WWE. 10 years ago, CM Punk walked out of the WWE. I sat there in my home, wondering what the hell my future was, if I had any future. I was left to the side, forced to make something of myself, and damn it, I did. Years of real blood, real sweat, and a man not afraid to admit to tears. I made sacrifices that I'll never be able to take back, said goodbye to people I'll never speak to again, all for the hope of one more shot here. The hope never the guarantee. I did all that. I earned my chance back here. Everything I've done in this company since, I've earned, I've worked for, I've sacrificed for. I believed in myself when no one else did. When I got released, I was cast aside by everyone because someone else had walked out a few months before me. Yeah, CM Punk. Everything I just said I had to do, he never even had to break a sweat for. Everyone wanted him back. He was always at the front of everyone's head. He never had to work 6-day weeks, travel across the world and sleep out of a suitcase for years just for the chance to make it back. No, he did what he's always done. He made a scene. He kicked up a storm. He got people to side with him. When I was cast aside, all I ever saw was the same thing. People wanting Punk back, not Drew McIntyre. I earned my way back. What the hell did he do to be getting in Seth Rollins' face not even a month after returning? I hate CM Punk because he is everything wrong with wrestling. It's not about talent. It's not about ethic. It's a popularity contest. He's everyone's favorite. That's fine. Just remember, he walked out on all of you 10 years ago. I cost him his chance at WrestleMania because he didn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve anything good in what little remains of his career. He put me through hell. And when he's back, I'll make sure he doesn't walk out again because he'll be on a stretcher, hurt yet again. This time, permanently. Then you will realize only one man deserved what happened to him. The hypocrite, CM Punk. We're done here. McIntyre walks off as though a decade of built-up tension was blurted out in one moment. Everything he said felt real, and though he said everything, words are one thing, actions are another. By now, McIntyre is thinking what all of you watching this video are. Where the hell is CM Punk? And it's a question that, surprise, surprise, Drew McIntyre is fed up of asking and waiting for the answer. Raw has come to Chicago meanwhile. It writes itself at this point. McIntyre has promised to personally address the Chicago crowd in an attempt to lure out Punk. Try as he might, he can't break this crowd, who as always remains loyal to their city saint. McIntyre promises violence and the next man to step out. Here we finally go! The crowd is going mental, and here he isn't. McIntyre and even Chicago has fallen for the trick, but it snapped something in McIntyre. I promised violence, Phil. You did this. Those words echo again, and McIntyre isn't kidding around. He's grabbing a fan from the front row. This is sickening. The fan is frightened beyond belief, and rightly so. McIntyre is counting down in the corner. 3, 2, 1. And here we go! He's shearing charge into the ring. CM Punk is back and the fight is on. McIntyre's taking credit for taking Punk out. Well, can he live up to that message now? Back and forth they trade. Amazingly, Adam Pearce is letting this one go. Neither man can gain the upper hand, but Drew goes low to the corner. Claymore evaded. GTS. He wiggles off and gets out of the ring. Punk is hungry. He's craving this fight that he has waited months for. Drew says it's on, but on his time now. He waited for Punk. Now Punk can wait for him. And with that, he walks off, leaving Punk to his hometown crowd. I'd say hell froze over again, but being back in my hometown, it's like heaven. Now, as for you, Drew McIntyre, you run your mouth almost as much as me, huh? For someone who promised violence, I seem to be standing here right as rain, ready for you. I heard what you said, that I didn't earn my way back here, that because I stole your spotlight when I walked out, that suddenly it's my fault that you got released, or you didn't have people flooding your DMs wishing you well. Maybe I didn't have to do that because I already did that. Every single day of my life, from the moment I broke into this business, I did exactly what you said you did. When I finally got to the WWE, I made sure no one could forget me or deny me the position I rightfully deserve to be in. I think after over a decade of busting my ass, of being screwed over and over again, and making the damn best of every situation I was put in, I deserve the right to let my laurels speak for me. You want to wait to do it on your time, Drew? That's fine. I'm no part-timer, here to collect a quick payday and fight you. I'm here for the long haul. If you need me, you know where to find me. And indeed, we know where to find him, picking up W's. Yet his path doesn't seem to cross with Drew. Ironically, given that he was the one who injured Punk, Punk himself has no intentions of making a beeline for McIntyre. Instead, he focuses on pushing himself towards the World Championship. He's just one win away from a shot at the crown when... victory eludes Punk, and a vicious beatdown is on the way after it. I'm putting you through hell. The Claymore is loaded up. And the GTS comes down. You want to put me through hell? Oh, let's see you try. You wanted revenge for a decade. I want to shut your mouth and make money doing it. More than you've ever seen with all your whining and bitching. You want to go through hell? Let's go through hell. Hell in a cell.
I know the real CM Punk. You don't have any demons. You are a demon. A self-serving, narcissistic succubus. And I didn't need anybody to help me become a leader. Once I got fired, I figured it out. I stepped up myself, and I became the man I am today. So after being gone for 9 years, I'm your leader now, kid.
I do not focus on those who tell me I can't. I'm not tall enough. I'm not big enough. You got stupid hair. You got the wrong tattoos. None of that matters. Because each and every single one of you, every single day, wake up. And it doesn't matter what you do because you wake up and you keep going. You put food on your family's table, and by God, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I will main event WrestleMania, but the first checklist is you. I'm coming right for you.
Both men want their revenge. Name me a better place to settle it. Hell in a cell and in front of a hot passion Berlin crowd. They're using every inch of the cell, grating skin like cheddar. Let's get down. Weapons in the ring with one giant steel weapon around them to go with it. It's clear from the bruises and the sweat across their bodies, they haven't held back an inch today. McIntyre's in control of Punk now. Kenna's sticking out and blasts Punk. Hoisting him up after it. Future shock DDT. The move that injured Punk is not enough. But it's as if it's like McIntyre knew it wouldn't be. Like he's toying with Punk. This Berlin crowd is firmly behind CM Punk now, but Drew is taking solace in the almost torture he's subjecting Punk to. Drew has Punk up top. Punk fights back. Here he comes on the offensive. Big high kick. Knee. Bulldog. Up high he goes again. The old to Macho Man. Going home. Climb on. Cover. Kick out! Berlin isn't the only place eating this up. We're all on the edge of our seats as Punk and Drew deliver a Cell classic. They've brutalized the other. Do they have what it takes in the finishing stretch to put it all away? Back to using the cell as much as possible now. Something's got to give in either man. It's Drew and his hammering shots versus Punk and his clever mind. Into the cell goes Punk and damn it! Through the cell! Punk's lifeless body is laying where a cell wall once held them up. McIntyre has the lifeless corpse of CM Punk back into the ring. Is Punk's return over before it even started, it feels like? Count it down! Claymore! Got him! GTS! He sets up a table, and McIntyre is on top and dropped through it. One more time, CM Punk. Go to sleep. The cover, the count. CM Punk has beaten Drew McIntyre. What a return. What a cell bout! CM Punk is back! They both went down to hell, but it was Punk who emerged victorious on the way back up. Berlin cheers him on as he celebrates a triumphant victory, but his return path in the WWE has only just begun. There's a piece of gold calling him, and a new man standing at the top of Monday Night Raw. Where do we go from here, CM Punk?